Hey there, Facebook world. It's Saturday. Happy Saturday, happy weekend, and happy strawberry full moon. Not sure if people have been experiencing that. I haven't seen it yet because it's been cloudy, but I'm hearing all kinds of stuff and people who are into the astrology and moon stuff and that community. So hopefully everyone's doing well. And we're kind of entering some areas of new change, and it seems like a good time to do another video. So let's set some intentions this new moon cycle about what's going forward. For me, it's about spreading the word around the microbiome. And I've started doing some weekly videos. Actually, this would be my second week, so it's pretty new. But last week I did a quick video on what the microbiome is. And real quick 5-second summary, it's that complex ecosystem of different microbes, bacteria, viruses, parasites, archaea, all these things that live in and on the human body. And as it pertains to human health, the most important area is within the gut, within our colon, our intestines, and stomach. And I got into how important this is to our health, but today I want to focus on what screws up that microbiome. Why do we end up with problems in the gut? And there's some main categories we want to look at. I would say the number one issue for most people, the reason their gut is thrown off and their microbes are not what they're supposed to be, has to do with stress. Daily, regular stress in life. And the reason for this is because, twofold really. A major part is when we're stressed out, we release a hormone called cortisol. Helps us manage stress, but it also damages connective tissue. And so when it comes to our gut, it actually contributes to doing some damage to our gut lining, leading to more leaky gut. If you don't know what leaky gut is, I'll save that for another video, but essentially it allows things in the gut to get into our blood, into our body that aren't supposed to. And it increases immune reactions, it increases inflammation in the body, and a whole host of issues. Furthermore, aside from that gut change, what we also see is a top-down regulation problem where our brain and our vagus nerve, which are really important for controlling our gut and its function and digestion, are essentially shut down from the stress response. Your body cannot do stress and relaxation at the same time. We're not wired that way. So if you're stressed out, most of your resources are diverted to that stressful situation. More muscle tension, it puts more blood and things into the muscle. It dilates the eyes so you can see better. It gets more function and blood going to the heart and the lungs, because this is the response we normally use to like run from the bear. Oh, a bear. Let's get the F out of here, right? That stress response is supposed to be very short term, but in today's society, we are often constantly under daily stresses. Going to work and driving in traffic, stressful. Just being at the job and the pressures and things and work responsibilities often lead to stress. Family life, I mean, on and on. We live in very stressful lives these days. So it becomes really important to be aware that the ways in which this is damaging our health, so that you can implement strategies to do otherwise. I'll get into that next week. Next week we'll start talking about things you can do to repair that microbiome. Easy stuff that's free, lifestyle changes. It'll be really cool. Okay, other things real quick. Antibiotics is a major disruptor of the gut microbiome, especially if you were someone who received antibiotics in infancy at a young age, when that microbiome was initially growing and forming. It's cool because we kind of almost get this thumbprint, if you will, or fingerprint type of effect from the microbiome we develop as infants and kids, which will impact our health our entire life. It doesn't mean we can't change it or improve it, but that's how early the microbiome starts impacting us. So, anyways, but if we've had antibiotics within the last year in particular, that's really going to throw off this microbiome. And that's how you'll know if that's you, you know that this is an area you probably really need to look at. So stress, antibiotics, and then our diet would be the other major impact here in terms of what's going on in there. And this has to do with, in the United States, we're notorious for really low fiber, poor quality diets. And fiber is really essential in that it's what feeds a lot of the healthy microbes that keep us healthy and that improve our health. Average American, it's about 12 or 13 grams of fiber in the diet. What's recommended is around 25, 26 grams, double that. But what we see for ideal optimal health of the gut and the microbiome and the whole body is really more around 50 grams of fiber every single day is what we should be consuming. And to get to that point, it means eating a whole lot of vegetables and fruits and sometimes whole grains. Whole grains can be real damaging to our gut. It's a whole nother topic. I'm not going to get into that right now. But fruits and vegetables, super key. Americans don't really eat nearly enough. We're supposed to be eating somewhere around 10, 12 servings a day for good health. Americans eat maybe 1 to 2 or 3. So, diet, but it's not even just the fiber in the diet. We also need to be really careful about herbicides and pesticides that are in and on our food that are impacting the microbiome. The most famous and probably most damaging is going to be glyphosate-based herbicides, particularly Roundup, which we find on a lot of our genetically modified crops like corn, soy. We also see it on a lot of our grains because it's used as a desiccant, not necessarily as the herbicide. A desiccant meaning it helps dry it out and prevent mold from growing, which is important. We don't want moldy grains and foods in our food supply, but glyphosate actually acts like an antibiotic to a lot of the bacteria in our gut. And so if we're consuming these foods with any kind of regularity, it's the same as if you're taking an antibiotic all the time. Very damaging, throws things off. So be aware of these major contributors to dysfunction within the gut so that you can avoid them and start making changes to see better health in the future for the rest of your life. Okay, hope that was helpful. Let's get back into this again next week and we'll keep going. All right, much love everyone. Nice to see you all. Happy Saturday. Have a great weekend and we'll talk more soon.